I got a text, okay? I got a text, and it's some new bombshells that they entered the villa. And honey, we got to get into it. This is Love Island USA, and this is season 8. Let's talk about the premiere, which ended up being like 2 hours long, child. But I don't have a whole lot of notes. At least I don't. Okay, but I may run my mouth longer than my notes. But either way, they always gonna give us a little piece of corny music intro in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wait a minute. What is this? I thought I came here for love. What? Someone to hold me down. Like, what is this new song you giving us? Like, we can do the same song over and over. Like, we can do the same. We can keep that going. Okay. I mean, it was kind of cute or whatever, cute and corny, but we could keep what we had. All right. Want you to reach out. However it goes, girl, I was here for it. But either way, it is what it is. All right. We meet some of the ladies. The first two ladies we meet is Anaya and Kenzie, the two Georgia girls. First of all, was it me or was they loud as hell? I said, baby, I'm old. I'm getting old. Cause why the fuck is y'all in here hollering? I was like, why the fuck is they so loud? I had to cut it down because I was like, is it me? Or is they loud? And I'm trying to recall. I'm like, well, maybe it's me because I feel like other people came in the villa and they was loud, but they was just extra loud. I was like, damn. Okay. But obviously they were super excited to be there. And I was excited for them, but damn, it was like, why y'all so loud? But anywho, child, Melanie says that her friends are like her sisters. Because first of all, we met Anaya and we also met Kenzie, right? At some point we end up meeting Melanie. And Melanie said something when she was sitting down and she was introducing herself to America, whatever the case is. She said something that was interesting to me. And I want to remember it because I want to see how it's going to translate as she continues this show, right? So she says her friends are like sisters to her. And she doesn't use the term girls, girl. Y'all know people love you, girls, girl, girls, girl, girls, girl, da 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 da. Right? She says if you hear somebody saying that, baby, it's really giving a red flag. I said, ooh, ooh. I said, not a girl's girl giving a red flag. She said, women that are real girls, girls, they don't have to tell you they're girls, girls. Okay, they don't have to do that. And you know what? I actually agree. I'm not gonna hold you, girl. Scoot back up off me. I actually agree with that. But we gonna see if somebody come in and swipes your man, if you're gonna try and do how some of the other ladies have done in the past when they felt the way. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Is it gonna be about girls, girl? Are you gonna let that fly out your mouth? Because y'all know I'm waiting on that now. Okay. She also goes on to talk about how, she of course wants a partner. And she's like, if he gives her a real relationship, she'll give him a whole basketball team or soccer team. She'll just pop him out. I said, wait a minute. I said, just for a relationship, you'll be ready to pop him out like that? I said, bro, that's dangerous. You really need to sit and think about this, okay? You really need to. It's so much more to life than just popping them out. But I understand you came here for love. So I get it. Right. She talks to the girls after meeting them and all of this and that. This was like she came into the villa right after Anaya and Kenzie both realized that they're from Georgia. One is from North Georgia, the other one's from, I guess that's more like Southern Georgia or whatnot, but both from Georgia. And so she sits down and talks with the ladies, talking about how she wants to do a pact. So they do this pact to where if you're out here acting delusional, they should be able to come to you and tell you that you're being delusional. I was like, girl, yeah. We gonna see. Nah, we gonna see. Cause when y'all be acting delusional, y'all really don't be wanting to hit for real. But we gonna see. Then we also meet Beatrice. Beatrice. I don't want to mess her name up, so I'm gonna go with the short name, which is Bia. And I really wanted to get it right because I love how it's pronounced. You know what I'm saying? I want to call her by her first name, but I am going to go with Bia because that's so much better than butchering her damn name. Okay. But I love her right out the gate. It has nothing to do with her situation, her condition that she has nothing to do with that. That fucking personality that she has. Oh, baby, bring it out to me. Bring it up. Like, listen, I said, oh, yeah, girl, we can hang out. Like, I love, love, love her personality, okay? And you could just feel her personality the moment she entered the villa. And it's no disrespect to the other ladies that were in the villa. It just seems like things got a bit more vibrant when she stepped in. And I'm hoping I'm not the only person that felt that way, right? Now, Trinity, we end up seeing Trinity because I believe those two, Bia and Trinity, ended up coming in together, right? Miss Trinity said, baby, she don't do medium ugly, okay? She said she don't want no medium ugly around her boo. I said, oh, okay then. She don't play them type of games. I said, okay, well, we'll see who you're going to end up being partnered with, right? But let's keep going, okay? Because I don't think this person is medium ugly. I think that how the person she ended up being coupled up with, and for the people that's watch the shows, if you haven't, spoiler alert, whatever, girl, it's Bryce, okay? Bryce's photos and Bryce's hair, it does not give him medium ugly, but it gives him medium looking, but not ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Bryce is ugly at all. I just don't like his hair. That's the only thing. Like, it's like, let's like, why I want to give him a Zach Morris? What? Not in today's world. But yeah, just like a little piece of that. But either way, so we meet the guys, right? Sincere, and speaking of Bryce and he come in together. Okay, they're the first two guys to arrive, and then we get Zach, and then we get Sean, who lets us know that he was in a 10-year relationship. And he said after he got out of a 10-year relationship, he started getting on these apps like crazy. And when I heard him say he getting on apps like crazy, I heard he was humping like a rabbit off them apps. Okay, he was finding different women to sow his royal oats and all this and that, trying to catch up on what he missed out on, I guess. Okay, and ended up getting caught up with a child. Yeah, yeah. And that child ended up leading him back to, I believe he said Philadelphia. Right, something like that. So he went back there so he could make sure that he's a father to his child. And shout out to you for that. We also meet KC, y'all. I don't think I knew this at first, but KC is a nursing assistant, and he says he does not do the easy work. He actually do the hard work. He has the hard work. He has to clean people, wash people up. He has to do, like, he really got to get his hands dirty. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the little cute way that people be trying to make it look. Okay, I was like, okay then, okay, KC. Okay. All right. We're gonna see. We're gonna see more about you. Now we get to the first challenge. All right. And that first challenge is really to find out whether or not they're compatible with some of the guys and girls. And if so, how many times? How compatible are you guys? Right. So, like, the first question is, what style of sex do you like? Do you like missionary, doggy, or I think it was cowgirl, right? So Sincere, Casey, and Anaya, they were all on that missionary wave, so they got to kissing it up, okay? When it came to the doggy style, you had Bryce, Sean, Bia, and then you also had Trinity. Baby Sean and Bia was like, oh my God. And did Sean say that when he doing doggy style, he want to spit in somebody's mouth? And Bia over there looking like she like all of that. I said, ooh, child, y'all some freaky freaks, ain't you? Okay. So then you got the cowgirl, right? Down to the cowgirl, you got Melanie, Zach, and then you also got Kenzie. So they over there kissing it down. The next one is who wants a dog, a cat, or plant, or whatever the case was. Y'all, why Casey went and stood by the plant and nobody was behind the door? Bitch, I fell out. But I can say again, the hottest kisses for that particular question was Sean, Bia, and Sean and Melanie, because Sean can kiss. And you know what, Sean? Sean, I need you to make it halfway through the season, if not to the end. Because at some point, I want you to show up for Love Island games, because I know they're going to be trying to bring Johnny back. And I just feel like you're going to get Johnny a run for his money, just a little piece. And I kind of want to see that. Like, I want you to hang around just for Love Island games. Is that crazy? I ain't think so. Okay. Now, Casey, baby, Casey was so embarrassed that wasn't nobody on the other side of that door. Baby, I fell out. Do you hear me? I felt for him at the same time. No, I'm like, oh shit, this is so hilarious. But then I'm like, at the same time as I'm laughing, like, damn, this is actually embarrassing. Like, America is watching this shit right now. And he played it off so smooth, but you know it hurt. Okay. You just know it did. The next question was, is it ever okay to check your partner's phone? So those three answers were never, always, or it's okay. So of course, when it came to never, Sean and Bia have a lot in common, but obviously that's not gonna be enough. But Sean and Bia have a lot in common. Sean, Bia, and or shall I say Sean? Well, no, because that was Anaya this time. Okay. So yeah, Sean and Bia, and then Sean and Anaya. Okay. So they feel like you should never check your partner's phone. Sincere feel like you should always check your partner's phone. Okay. Y'all think somebody was behind it though? Absolutely the hell not. And then he played himself too embarrassing. So at least for KC, you ain't the only person that was standing up there with nobody behind the door, boo. Now, when it comes to it's okay to check your partner's phone, I guess sometimes or whatever. You had Melanie and KC and Kenzie. Kenzie says Bryce is a terrible kisser. Yeah, because it was Kenzie, Bryce, Melanie, KC, and I think that was pretty much everybody. But she was like, he giving them turtle kisses. I about fell out. I said, well, baby, it seemed like Miss Trinity liked those type of turtle kisses. And as the episode progresses, she does talk about not really liking to do all that kissing wissing. But I'm gonna get on you in a second, Miss Trinity. So the girls, they we so this time the girls will be making the decision on who they want to couple up with, right? So they're standing in front of the doors. The girls get to go up and choose the guy that they want, right? So Bryce chose Trinity, right? And Bryce just seemed like he was glad as hell that she chose him. When he opened up that door, he was nervous. He didn't think nobody was gonna be on the other side of it. He saw it was her. He was like, hell yeah. I said, baby, you just so happy somebody picked you. Okay. But I understand because ain't nothing like having somebody on the other side of that door that one wants you and you don't want them, or somebody on the other side, or having no one on the other side of the door is what I mean. So then you're forced to couple up with somebody you don't want to, right? KC, again, nobody behind the door. I couldn't do nothing but laugh again. It was so embarrassing, but it was so funny all at the same time. I'm sorry. Then you got Anaya and Melanie, right? They're both standing up there for Sincere, but at the end of the day, Sincere chose Melanie. I was like, okay, I figured you was gonna go that route, and I could see that. Like either girl he would have chose, he would have looked good with, but he ended up going with Melanie. And then as the show progresses, you see why it kind of made sense for him to do that. Just a little piece, I guess. So then you got Kenzie, who chose Zach. I said, baby, the moment I saw that, I wrote in all caps. I said, Zach does not seem excited at all. Zach over there playing it up for the cameras. Do you hear me? If y'all caught Zach kind of looking off, like it seemed like he was looking off at the producers, like, now how the fuck this happened? Like, Zach, that's not it. Okay. Anaya and KC ended up being together after Sincere ended up choosing Melanie. And KC was like, shoot, I was thinking, I had my eyes on her when I first got up in here. Actually, I was expecting her to be the one behind my door. I was like, oh snap, and I'm liking these two. I wasn't too sure, but I'm starting to. It's only the first day, so I don't know I got to see how they're gonna flow throughout the weeks to come. But as of right now, I'm kind of glad they're coupled up so they can get to know each other a bit. I don't know why it's making me think of Serena and Cordell just a bit. I feel like it's because Cordell was so sure about Serena in the very beginning, but Serena was not sure about his ass. You hear me? However, Anaya never said she wasn't sure about KC though. She never said she wasn't sure about him, but she want to explore all options. And I kind of understand that because she probably always date guys like KC. So she wanted to probably date something different. Right? Because that's what Melanie said. Melanie said something about her always dating guys like KC. And then it always leave her in the very situation she's in now, which is single. So she wanted to try something different. And I think she may have met her match in Old Buddy. So we gonna see. We gonna see how y'all do y'all exploring, y'all, or not exploring at all. Mm. Lord have mercy. Let's keep going, child. I'm thinking about Ace and how Ace, girl, let's move forward. We on season 8, season 8, okay? So Kenzie and Zach, he tells her that he's never dated a Bond girl before. He's never been with her. I said, I knew it. I knew it because you just did not seem happy at all. That man told her he likes dark features. Now I wonder who would he have gone for? I feel like he would have went for Melanie. I feel like he would have went for Melanie, or he would have went for maybe Bia. Girl, he would have went for any damn body but Kenzie ass. That's just the short answer, okay? Because he don't even date y'all. That's just what it's given, okay? Trinity and Bryce, they're over there vibing, and I think she asked him like what he does or whatever. He's kind of embarrassed to say that he cleans garbage trucks for a living or something, and she's like, "Oh, okay, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Like you got to know how to do something. Got to use your hands for something." Okay, absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I thought it was nice of her to kind of like, build him up in that, because you need people to do these jobs that other folks think are just so terrible jobs. Girl, people need money. Okay. But anyway, so that's what he's doing. And it was nice of her to kind of, I guess, support him in that. Because again, it's like, yeah, that's what you was doing. But I'm going to tell you right now, being on this show, you ain't finna be doing that no more. Once these people get a whiff of that social media page and seeing that face card, because Bryce is very photogenic when it comes to the modeling. Yeah, absolutely. I could see him being a Gap model, a Polo model, which probably would be one and the same. Like I could definitely see him doing a lot of modeling for magazines and stuff. I could definitely see that. So you won't be cleaning them garbage trucks no more. Okay. But all in all, Bia, she tells Sean that she's not a fan of country music because she was like, you like, no, I think he asked her if no, she asked him, do you like country music? And he was like, hell yeah. And I'm like, okay. Do she like that? Because he's saying that you could just tell it sounded like to me that he was trying to impress her, like, yeah, I like country music, like. And she was like, oh shit. He was like, what's wrong? You don't like country music? She was like, nah. He was like, I'm gonna make you love it. I'm gonna make you love it. I'm like, hell no, give my girl that hip hop. You could tell how Bia talk. You could tell how she talk. It's giving. Cut that hip hop on. Maybe get her a little piece of R&B. Maybe she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, just to get it. Okay. So anywho, she probably just want a little piece of that. But I do say don't sleep on all the country songs, okay? Don't sleep on some of them don't sleep on all of them, girl. Okay, but either way, it is what it is. Zach tells the guys his chemistry with Kenzie is not there. He said he ain't well, was he talking? I don't know. I don't think he was talking. Was he talking to the guys? Maybe he was. Either way, Zach says that the chemistry he has with Kenzie, it's not there. And he doesn't want to sit up there and cuddle up with her in the bed because he don't want to give her no mixed signals or none of that. And you know what? Nobody really should be doing too much of damn cuddling the night of, I mean, some people did, but it's no big deal if you didn't. Like, you ain't got to. I mean, it's the first night. Okay. I don't even think that would really be giving her mixed signals for real, if you did that on the first night. But I guess he wants it to be clear you're not my type. Like, I'm not into you. Like, period. Hard stop. Like, that's crazy. But anywho, Bia tells the girls that a guy having kids is a red flag for her. But since she's in the villa and she's doing something new, she's also going to be open to new things. And she's going to try to explore Sean and just see what it's going to be, because it's not like they about to, get married tomorrow, go off and be a happy family, and she got to be forced to, help out with his child or some shit like that. So she's just like, I'm just chilling. Okay. And when I heard her say this, though, that it was a red flag and that's not usually what she date, I said the first chance she gets to get out of this, she will be doing exactly that. She will be doing exactly that. Okay. Anaya, we learned that she's a hopeless romantic. My girl wants a fairy tale movie type of love. KC over there kind of like, whoosh, I don't know if I can do all that now. Girl, whoosh, I don't know. Casey, you do give this really nice guy vibe, but you also give this because they're talking about, chivalry and what she thinks is chivalrous or whatever the case is. Like, what do you like? What do you don't like? What do you want your guy to do? What you don't want your guy to do? He started talking about how some of the guys, in today's world, some of the younger, I guess, generations show up a certain way where I ain't doing this for you, I ain't doing that for you, and it's just so different. And so they're talking about all of that. And just listening to the conversation, I say, you have this really nice guy vibe, but at the same time, it's giving you're ready to unleash your fuck boy. It just some about it seemed like you're so ready to unleash that. And I feel like it's probably gonna really show itself when Casa more get here, but we'll see. Okay. But I do think they're super cute together. I do like that. So I hope that he's being genuine and that he really does like her, like he said that he does. Okay. Sincere. Let's get to Sincere, because y'all know earlier on, Sincere was the only one standing at the door that said it's always okay to check your partner's phone or something like that. And he was like, well, I wanted to clear that up. I want to clear it up. Like, I didn't mean on some crazy stuff like, give me your phone. I'm going through your phone, going through your phone. He was like, no, but I just feel like you should always have access to it. Not like passwords to everything or not like that and searching it on a regular. But if your partner wants to see your phone, it should be no issue to just show them like, here, yeah, there you go, if you ain't got nothing to hide. Right. So he wanted to clear that up. And it seems like Melanie understood it better once he kind of cleared it up. All right. Now, Bryce, to me, I felt like at first he was using the age gap between he and Trinity to be like an issue with the connection. But then the more that he talked, he seemed like he was genuine, because he was like, damn, I don't want to steal her youth from her because I am 7 years older than her. But little do you know, honey, she like you. You ain't nothing like what she's ever dated before. Meaning, I ain't never dated no white boy in my life. It's what it's given. And you just my first test dummy. It's gonna be more men coming through this villa, and when I get a chance to jump ship, I'm jumping. Period. That's what it's kind of giving. And I am gonna. I'm gonna be a little sad to see Bryce get no feelings hurt, just a little piece. But then maybe not so much, right? Maybe not so much. We'll see how it's gonna play out come tomorrow's episode. But Zach is having regrets about being too honest with Kenzie, because he told her straight up, you ain't my type. I ain't never date no blonde girl like you. Oh, your eyes are piercing. They're piercing blue. It's like they're seeing right through. Girl. Girl, he didn't say she was beautiful or you look beautiful. None of that, but your eyes. Okay, she didn't like that too well, because she was over there talking to one of the girls about that. Like, damn. And I kind of felt bad for her when I saw the trailer of her crying. And actually, I felt bad when she was over there talking to Melanie about it. And Melanie was, supporting her through everything. Like, I really like you guys together. And it's like, girl, don't nobody give a damn what you like together. If this man ain't into her, don't sit up there and try and force your friend to stay connected to this guy. Like, no, girl, when you get a chance, you can continue to get to know him, but he done pretty much told you what it is, okay? But the moment you get a chance to jump ship, you better jump it. You the reason your friend had that piece of egg on her damn face at the end of the episode, okay? That girl voice was cracking it every time, okay? Like she wanted to cry. And I'm like, girl, trust yourself, okay? Don't be listening to Melanie over there talking about you guys are so cute together. And when you were kissing, like it was so serious and passionate and da-da-da. Girl, at the end of the day, that man said out his mouth what it is. Girl, don't let her, Mm. No, you play your cards right. You be cool. You be cordial with that man. You be always be open, right? But be open to getting to know him and open to getting to know the next motherfucker. You know, the girl, you got your friend with that egg on her face at the end. Let me not start that so soon. Let's keep going. Okay. Anyway, so Trinity, we already got into that. She talks about how she ain't really never dated no white boy before in so many words, and she's not a big kisser. Oh, you ain't. Oh, you ain't. Talking about she don't like all that saliva. I mean, even her own saliva give her the ick. Like, I understand. But you sure? Let's keep going. Now, Bia says that she likes Sean, but in the real world, again, the conversation comes up about her not dating anybody with kids, but she gonna try to be open. And this is when Ariana at some point pops up. And she says, listen, I've been watching all y'all conversations that I be seeing. I see y'all not really happy with y'all couplings. So do you want to stay in the same coupling, or you trying to explore? What you trying to do? Well, uh, let's get to it. The people line up in front of a door. Okay, you got 2 dots on the floor. You have red, you got green. Okay, if you step on red, I don't want to be here no more. If you step on green, I'm cool with where I'm at. Let me know. Well, Bia got up there and she stepped on red and Sean stepped on green. Shaking my head. Zach get up there. He stepped on red. Mackenzie stepped on green. And you know who fault that is? Aside from it being Kenzie's, Melanie, I'm blaming your ass too. Okay. But either way, so she stepped on green and I was like, oh, Kenzie. But either way, it is what it is. Bryce, he stepped on red. No. Yeah, Bryce stepped on red. And I think Trinity stepped on red too. So Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it. They both stepped on red. Okay. Now KC and Anaya, they stepped on green, and I was very happy to see that. And Melanie and Sincere also stepped on green, and I was like, yes, oh yes, come on, y'all. I'm liking the two on the end. The rest of y'all need to figure it out. Okay. Next thing you know, Ariana said, oh yeah, and one more thing. We have two bombshells that's about to enter the villa. Kata and Gabrielle, baby, both of them look very beautiful. Okay, some beautiful people came on out there, and they had to go up to the people who was stepped on red, and they got to kissing them down, making the decision that much more complicated. Is this bombshell finna steal your person? Are you gonna get your person back, or are you on at risk of getting the hell out the villa? Which one is it? Yikes, right? So, Trinity. Right. So Gabriel steps up, he goes over there, he kisses Bia, then go down there to kiss Trinity. Baby. Girl, did you just say that you get the ick? When you kissing and you be touching other people's saliva, they putting their saliva on you, and then your own saliva be giving you the ick, ma'am? Baby, it seemed like you was trying to drown Gabriel in your damn saliva. I said, what shit is this? Now, he deserved to be drowned. I mean, I'm not going home. I'm not even finna hold you, girl. Okay, I just had questions about what you had said because you had said it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Shy. The people is shook up. They don't know what to do. As I told y'all, the trailer for tomorrow night, we gonna see Miss Kenzie over there crying her eyes out. Okay. We're gonna see Sean shook the hell up when he opened that door. See, she ain't on the other side. Bia. Okay. And he over there like, fuck. Like, damn, like, yeah. You probably should have stepped on red too, but he didn't know. He's thinking everything is going great. He's thinking things are good between them. It ain't no reason to switch up or change or nothing. And child, didn't he get played in the end? We gonna see just how played he gonna be. But that's all I got. I wanted to come give y'all a quick recap of this 2-hour premiere for Love Island USA Season 8. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I am Jamie, that's me. Be sure to like up the video, hype up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.